And joining me now is one of the new Flames members that will be joining us this fall season, goaltender Scott Bird. Scott, thanks for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So first, let's talk a little about how you got your start in hockey and also where you're from, and just to give us a little bit about you.
I grew up in Southeast Michigan, just outside Detroit. I kind of grew up, my dad kind of got me into it, kind of got gravitated towards the pads at a young age. My dad played when he was around 30. And I was really enamored by the gear at first. And, from then on, it kind of grew. And, when I was living in Allen Park, it was like hockey wasn't as big in that area. So like as I got better and better, I had to move towards places where it was hockey was a lot bigger. And especially then it got me into playing like for those Detroit programs like Honeybake, AAA, or Honeybake, Bell Tire, Caesars, the works. So,
And being from Michigan, yeah, you're in a state that's not short on hockey players. So talk a little about what it
no,
was like just growing up playing hockey and yeah, obviously traveling around to different hockey venues and things of that nature.
yeah, being around the top talent it's fun. It's fun to play at a high level.
Mm.
Um, that's kind of been my philosophy is be surrounded by the best players I can be. And if you don't sink, you swim. And so you get better as you go on. And yeah, it's fun to play. And I've met a lot of big faces who have kind of, sprouted to some of them even playing in the NHL now. It helps being around good talent and being around an area, especially you come back in the summer. A lot of those guys are home. So you can surround yourself with high quality talent a lot of the times.
And being from Michigan, I'm sure you didn't have your shortage of teams that you could have been able to play collegiately for. But I saw you came down for the prospect camp. So what was it about Liberty that really stuck out to you and made you want to play collegiate hockey here?
It's always been my dream to play college hockey, especially growing up as a kid. That was the goal. I was one of those kids where I never wanted to go play pro. I just never enamored me. But as soon as I've been to my share of games at Yost, at U of M and MSU, and I just fell in love with it. And that was my dream ever since a kid was going to play college hockey at a high level. So when Liberty, I found out about Liberty probably about towards the tail end of the season around March, and it just hit all the check boxes. I was able to come on a visit, and the campus is nice, the community's nice. It's a spot that really hit every checkbox, and a lot of the reason why I decided to come here.
And now talk a little about you as a player because you saw a lot of success over the last few years competing in the USPHL. Saw a lot of not only high save percentage, but a lot of wins on very different teams. So talk a little about how you feel your game's gonna transition into the ACHA.
I feel like my game will transition fairly well. Um, I believe I played at higher levels before, and it's no stranger to me.
Right.
The one thing I've stressed about in my career is being comfortable, or be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So in situations where I'm not always used to, or new situations, um, it's been a skill that you have to develop to kind of go with the flow. Okay, it's a new situation. I have to adapt, and it's something that I've been accustomed to. I've played on my share of junior teams where not everyone's going to tell you yes, not everyone's going to tell you no, and so you just play your best and kind of take one step forward at a time. So I feel like transitioning to ACHA will be it'll take a little bit, but I have no doubts I'll be there. So
And with the schedule coming out here, the home schedule's just been released and the away
mhm.
coming out here very shortly. But I'm sure you've seen the full schedule. So what is it? What is a game on the schedule currently that you kind of have marked and that you're excited to be a part of?
Like it's fun to play against like UNLV, those big teams. Adrian, I was talking to them earlier, and so it's kind of nice to see like different games against different opponents who are seen as very high skilled in the ACHA. So yeah, those are all big games. You know, it's basically, I mean, the way you think about it, it's every game is a big game. You know, anytime you get a chance to step out on that atmosphere, it's a big game, and that's something that I've prided myself in, is no matter the opponent, it's still the same stage, and it's still the same atmosphere that you have to deal with. So really, it's kind of just taking one game at a time, and to hopefully win a championship here.
Now let's talk a little about coming in first year. You and your class. I know there's a couple other guys coming in with you, but yeah, what is
Mhm.
it that you're looking most forward to in your first season of collegiate hockey?
First season, just get accustomed to the community. That's the biggest thing, is I've been away from school for a little bit, so I'm really excited to come back and hit the books. Um, excited to learn something. And but on the hockey side of things, I'm really excited to be a part of the community. Liberty, this school has created such a good atmosphere, and when I was first brung to me, I was thinking maybe that's not for me. And then when I came here my visit and I saw the attention to detail, and I saw the truly how much like the team cares about each other, it really struck me as like, hey, this is something special here. This is something that I want to be a part of. So yeah, it's one of the things that really caught my eye, and I'm really excited to kind of start to grow more as a person here, especially at a Christian college. Um, but also be a better hockey player, be a good teammate, and be a critical role in the community here.
Awesome. Well, Scott, can't wait to have you down here in the fall, and definitely looking forward to you, yeah, playing here and suiting up for Flames for the next few years. But thanks again for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.